Has the progressive liberal left forgotten about the workers? A question that seems to be echoing louder and louder in today's political discourse. It's an inquiry that emerges from the shadows of the climate control conversation. Yes, climate control, a noble cause championed by the progressives, yet, as their gaze is fixed on the horizon, what remains in the periphery? The progressive liberal left has made climate control a centerpiece of their agenda. They speak passionately about reducing greenhouse gases, about renewable energy, about the need to protect our planet for future generations. This focus is commendable, but there's a critical piece of the puzzle that seems to be missing from their platform: the rights and protections of the workers. Climate control measures are, without a doubt, essential for the survival of our planet. However, the same urgency and focus applied to these measures are scarcely seen when it comes to addressing the needs and rights of the workers. Federal standards for workers, particularly in areas like air conditioning and COVID-19 protections, seem like an afterthought in their grand scheme of things. The conditions that workers face every day can be harsh, even brutal. In some industries, the air conditioning isn't sufficient to combat the heat, and the risk of heat stress is high. Then there's the ever-present threat of COVID-19, a virus that has changed the way we live and work. Yet the progressive liberal left, so vocal about climate control, often neglects to address these vital worker rights issues. What is needed is a balance between the fight against climate change and the fight for workers' rights. A balance that ensures federal standards for air conditioning in the workplace and COVID-19 protections are not just suggestions, but mandates. A balance that acknowledges that while we must look to the future, we must also address the present. It is time for the progressive liberal left to broaden their focus, to recognize that their fight for climate control should not overshadow the need for workers' rights. Workers who day in and day out are on the front lines of industries that are often the biggest contributors to climate change. In conclusion, the progressive liberal left's focus on climate control is both necessary and admirable. However, the same vigor and commitment must be applied to the fight for federal standards for workers. It is not a matter of choosing one over the other, but rather recognizing that both are integral to a sustainable and equitable future. So as the progressive liberal left continues to champion climate control, it is important to remember the workers, for it is they who will bear the brunt of the changes, and it is they who need protection and representation now more than ever. The future of our planet and the rights of our workers are intertwined, and it's high time we start treating them as such.